Hello my lovelies and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be playing with pocket-sized makeup kits. They're the smallest little makeup kits you can find. First one we have is this one right here. This is called the Pocket Palette. You have mascara, you have lip and cheek, and then you have the BB cream. So all of this is really interesting, and this costs $11.99 on Amazon, but you get 3 of them, like 3 different uses. I'm sure you could probably get a lot more out of each one. Like I'm pretty sure the lip and cheek is probably very pigmented, or maybe it's not, who knows. But then we also have this right here. This is the Subtle Beauty, and this retails for $60. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get some kind of shine control powder, you get a highlighter, you get a bronzer, a lip and cheek as well, and then you get a concealer. So I was thinking it would be kind of nice to kind of basically put the 2 on the face and maybe compare, and then maybe talk about certain products that I would add extra. Let's jump right into it. Let's go with the little BB cream. This doesn't look like my color, but it's okay. So they're saying you can use this, you can use your fingers to apply on your face, but I'm just gonna go with a brush. Wow, that's very thick and moussey. Looks like barely any coverage. It doesn't have a scent, which is nice. I'm not seeing any coverage at all, like at all. Like it's a really heavy product, but once it goes onto your face, it just kind of disappears. It kind of feels very wet. The finish looks very natural. It doesn't have an extra luminous finish. I'm trying to see if there's any coverage at all, and I'm not seeing anything. It's not even evening my skin. I still have quite a bit left, and I don't really want to keep reapplying this just because there's no pigment to this. Let me quickly just look at my skin close up. It looks pretty good, but I do have some drier patches and it's kind of clinging to those. Otherwise, I mean, like I said, you can't really see it on the skin. Okay, I'm not gonna use any more, so we're gonna move right into that concealer. And like I said, you can probably get at least 2 uses out of each packet, depending how much product you use. But I wanted to get the full amount just to see how much product is in there and how much product I would end up using. And I probably used a good 3/4 of the product. Let's go in with the concealer from Subtle Beauty. I think I'm saying it right, Subtle Beauty. And the one thing I want to say about the compact, I think it's super cute. It kind of reminds me of the Kaja or, I just slipped my mind, the eyeshadows. But the one thing I don't like about this, it's just, you have to get it precisely, like to open it up because it is a screw top. So yeah, hoping I got the correct shade. It's a little more yellow. That does not smell good. It smells like a kid's lip balm. Use a little bit of concealer here just to hopefully conceal. So far, it doesn't look high coverage at all. The color looks pretty good. It seems brightening enough. The way it's blending on my skin does not look good whatsoever. And it does not blend nicely with a brush, so I literally have to go in with my finger. I'm gonna take this concealer, kind of bring it down my cheeks a little bit, just to cancel out that redness, just a little bit, not too much. And then go in with my finger. Like I said, it doesn't want to blend with any brush. I am going to do my brows just because I want to, and I don't really go without my brows anymore, ever. Wow, this concealer looks so bad. The way it's going into my pores, it's just like sitting like little spots. I kind of look like a strawberry with concealer. That's so weird. Moving on to lip and cheek, and this is in shade Mauve. And I'm going to use them from both sides, like both little packets, like palettes I mean. So this one is a dual use for lip and cheek, creamy, rich texture. It doesn't say what shade this is. This is just what it looks like. I mean, they kind of look very similar. We'll see what it looks like out of the package. Oh, this is a pretty shade. I'm definitely not gonna use all of this. Just at least get some out to the back of my hand. That's a really nice, very moussey texture. If anything, I'm going to mix the 2 together, but I do want to see it on its own. Wow, you are pigmented. Has a vanilla scent, kind of like a birthday cake. Wow, that's pigmented. Who knows? It might be pigmented, but then once you get onto the cheeks, you can't see it, you know what I mean? Seems like it's blending pretty easily, and it's definitely very pigmented. And I did not get the full. I probably got like a 1/4 from the package. That goes a long way, honestly. Kind of looks like just my natural cheek color, but just a lot more pigmented, obviously. Let's move on to this right here. I'm just gonna try to pack it onto the brush as much as possible. And this doesn't have a scent to it. Yeah, this one seems like it's blending out pretty quick, really easily. I look like I'm just back to my face. Just a little bit more pigmented in the cheeks. Wow, that actually stains the hand. Oh boy. You know what? I'm gonna apply some mascara with this little palette. And you do have a wand in here. Can I get it out? I'm just gonna wipe off the mascara off the wand because I don't want to get it on my hands. Wow, this is so messy. Depositing pigment, which is nice. And my lashes are still curled, but I have to hold it on the tip because it is so messy. All right, I think we're getting somewhere. Let's see if this is gonna transfer. Hopefully not. Oh. It seems like a very wet formula, so I'm just going back in. This is such a strange product, but I'm into it. I mean, this is definitely like a one-time use just because you definitely don't want to leave your mascara open. Pulling this. And it doesn't say if this is waterproof or anything like that. It just says gentle for sensitive eyes, pH balanced formula. I'll be right back. I'm gonna clean up because it's a hot mess on my table. Be right back. Just a quick little mention. I told you guys I was taking off the makeup off my hands and it seems like it's water resistant. I'm not even sure what it was. So I washed it 3 times with soap and then I used some micellar water on top. And you can still kind of see it sitting on my skin, but it's worse on my fingers, like right there. But let's move on to bronzer and we're going back to the Subtle Beauty compact. And you see what I mean? When I open it up, you have to physically hold it on top. There you go. Of the bronzer. That's what we look like. Okay, and this I believe is in shade Warm. Ooh, very powdery. Andre keeps coming into the room and asking what's happening to my face.
It's like
oh gosh.
Reacting.
Excuse me, that's my blush, Andre. Wow, this bronzer, definitely not my shade.
It's like my coffee.
Oh my god, it does. All right, I think we're getting worse. I need to stop. There's some kind of white speckles in the bronzer. I'll show you guys a close-up as soon as I'm playing with it. There's some kind of white speckles in here. Maybe it's a formula that didn't get mixed in properly, but I've never had that with a powder bronzer before. I'm honestly trying to be positive here, especially with this. I'm trying to think, this is a great concept. I like it. The blush was really nice, but so far everything else is so expensive for the quality and the amount of product that you get. Ooh, you know what I do like about this so far, the bronzer? It's very pigmented. You guys, I can find positives out of things. I look like I just came back from skiing for like 5 hours.
Yeah, is that like...
That's the look I'm going for, okay? All right, next step, highlighter in color or shade Champagne. And it's also a cream formula. Oh wow, that's pigmented. All right, I just don't want a stark line. It's a little bit bright for Champagne. And last but not least, we got the Shine Control powder. There we go. And it's a pressed powder, it's not loose, which I actually prefer loose powder. But this, they're saying it's a universal shade, so translucent. And I'm going to apply some under the eyes just because that concealer, it's feeling a little bit slippery. Oh wow, that actually made it worse. Now we're gonna go back to the lip and cheek and we're gonna use this right here since it looks like it stains. I'm just gonna use my finger. We're gonna go in with the Subtle Beauty as well since it's a bit darker. So I'm just gonna go with my finger on here as well. And it's definitely this feels very waxy and not as much pigment is coming off. Same thing, there's something with the scent. It smells like kids' makeup. Wow, I'm doing a great job coloring outside the lines and everything. Last but not least, let's apply some mascara to the lower lash line just to see how it wears throughout the day. Now to be very careful holding this. I feel like it's just gonna go falling in somewhere. I do like how tiny it is. It's so precise, you can kind of coat every lash. Okay, not bad. I actually I really like this mascara. Okay, let's quickly talk about this. I actually really like the mascara. I think it did its job. It's something special. It's not like a crazy, incredible formula. What it did was it added pigment and it separated the lashes really nicely, but it didn't really add a volume. It didn't really add length to my lashes, but it definitely separated the lashes and it added pigment, which I'm happy with. But it is very messy. And like I said, I wouldn't really reuse this just because it is going to dry out. Maybe like the next day I would use it, but maybe use like a Ziploc bag. But the thing is, I was saying you can maybe somehow close this, but the thing is, because it is a taller wand, it sits at the very top, so you can't really close it unless you break the wand as well. It's right there, so you can't really fold it. That's the only problem. So
don't put it back in your pocket, right?
Yes, exactly, you guys.
No,
It
you
says
better.
pocket, but don't put it back in your pocket. At least this and the lip and cheek, because it's gonna get all over the place. So maybe have a little baggie, like maybe use their baggie or have your own little baggie on hand. Okay, moving on to the BB cream. You guys saw it didn't really do anything, to be honest with you. The only thing it kind of did was it just kind of mattified my face. It didn't really add any pigment. It didn't even out the skin tone, which I usually would want out of a BB cream, especially if I'm gonna add another layer on top of my skincare. I wish this had more pigment, but it is what it is. It's not horrible, but yeah, it's not something that I'm gonna go back and try again just because there's better BB creams on the market. And then moving on to the lip and cheek. This is some intense stuff, you guys. It can stain, like my hands are still stained from washing. But a little goes a long way because it is super pigmented, and I'm pretty sure my lips are gonna be stained, or at least a little bit, which we'll see. Now moving on to the Subtle Beauty, this right here, I thought I'd be more impressed with. I thought I'd be more excited to play with it, but the actual packaging is it just feels very cheap, to be honest with you. I love the concept. I think the color is so cool. Like I said, it reminds me of the Kaja eyeshadows, the eyeshadow stacks. I feel like every product fell a little short in terms of quality. The first thing, concealer, it's a very weird formula. Like, it's a creamy formula, which I like, and there's many creamy formulas that are just beautiful. But this one, it's so waxy, and the way it sits on your skin, made me look like a strawberry in certain parts, like right here where I have pores and lines. And it really clings on to dry patches, which is not nice, and it doesn't look good. So moving on to the lip and cheek, also a very waxy formula, but it did the job. And I like how it looks. I think the cheeks look pretty nice. Looks pretty good on the lips. Moving on to the bronzer, definitely not my shade. And the one thing that's concerning to me are those white speckles. Maybe that's part of the formula. Maybe it just didn't get mixed in properly, but who knows? And then moving on to the highlighter, very pigmented. It's very blinding, so a little goes a long way, so I like that. And it definitely has that kind of creamy texture, but it kind of reminds me of the Wet n Wild highlighters, which I love that highlighter. It's beautiful. And then we just have the pressed powder, which it's okay. I mean, it's nothing special about the pressed powder, honestly. There's a lot of great pressed powders out there on the market. I'm not really, wowed by this powder, I guess. But the packaging itself, I like I said, I like the packaging, but it's definitely a very hard packaging to open and close. But yeah, the price definitely is way too expensive. At least this right here, what I got, the colors, I think, yeah, the quality is just lacking in my opinion. So let's talk about the price for this. Since you get 3 little pocket packets for each, you get mascara, the lip and cheek, and then you get the BB cream. You get 3 of them for $11.99. So we calculated that out to be what, like $1.30 each, roughly. I think this is phenomenal. I think this is such a cool concept. Like, I would actually go for this more than this because I feel like this is still so expensive. And if I only like 1 or 2 products, then everything else just kind of goes to waste, if that makes sense. All right, let's go on with our day and I'll keep you guys updated. I am in the studio filming room and it's been a long day. I just really wanted to do a quick check-in before the very end of the night. I feel like I look like a hot mess. First thing, obviously, we can see the mascara. It's not doing so hot. Honestly, I think it might be the concealer that it's smudging under the eyes because it's not smudging at the top at all. The lips, you guys see that? That looks so bad. Oh my gosh, like I just want to take it off because it's just, not feeling good. It's not looking good. Oh, that looks so bad. Both of those products, they're so drying. They didn't do anything positive for the lips. Honestly, the cheeks on both sides still look really good. I don't even know what's happening with the concealer. It just looks so bad and it's just looking worse and worse. We're gonna do the last check at the very end of the night, hopefully around like 9 o'clock, 10 p.m. And yeah, I'm gonna take this off. This is super uncomfortable. I'm not gonna reapply the lip color. We're back for the final update on pocket-sized makeup kits. And I wanna say it's been a long day. My left eye is literally pulsating, twitching. In regards to the makeup, it's honestly not too bad. The cheeks are still really flushed. I think the bronzer is still on my face, so that's a huge plus. The mascara, definitely, you guys saw it was smudging really bad, but I'm pretty sure that's because of the concealer because it's such a waxy formula. It doesn't really set even with the setting powder on top of it. So I'm gonna try this mascara out again and see how it's going to wear with my regular foundation, regular concealer moment, and see if it does smudge. The BB cream made me really oily pretty much everywhere. Like, it just doesn't look good. And then the concealer, I still look like a strawberry. Yeah, overall, you guys, I'm pretty disappointed with the subtle makeup, subtle beauty. Everything from the scent, from the packaging to the formula, it's not quality makeup. I think what I did enjoy from this was definitely the bronzer. I think it was really great. It was super easy to blend and the highlight was really nice. I kind of enjoyed the cream blush and lip combo, but I feel like it was a little too waxy with not enough pigment. I definitely enjoyed this so much more right here, the lip and cheek. I think it was beautiful, but it's extremely drying on the lips after, I would say, an hour wear. But I think the color is beautiful for the cheeks, and a little goes a long way. Again, I'm gonna repeat to myself, Milana, a little goes a long way. Don't squeeze out half of the tube onto your hand because it will stain. My hands look so much better. There's still a little bit of staining right here. Besides that, I am really liking the idea of super tiny little pocket-sized makeup, and we were talking, and it would be so awesome if brands offer this. Pretty much any kind of brand. If you want a mascara, if you want a lip, if you want a cheek, like lip and cheek combo, a bronzer, anything like a liquid or cream formula, ask for like a travel size version. Yeah, I really actually enjoyed this process. I'm really happy that we actually found some really cool products. But you guys, please let me know some of your favorite super tiny, super compact makeup that you always have on you, like in your purse, in your car, where you travel with, etc. But for now, you guys, thank you for watching, spending time with me and this pocket-sized makeup kits or kits. And I'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye.